if you take the East Coast, Mississippi East, that's by far and large the majority right now. And just like the old pioneers, it's moving west. But it's exciting, and north, by the way, north of the border. So um, both are awesome, and we are growing. The top earners, the top amount of production, the companies we do business with, it all follows roughly the same suit of where the majority of the people are. And maybe I'll actually bring that up here as we do this. So let me see. I want to share my screen. I'm going to show you something. Do you remember from the last call? I told you all this before, but I'm going to use this again as an opportunity for all of you. Give me a second. I need to. Pull off if you won't mind, everybody. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. I think Melissa's on this call. Melissa, are you on this call? Melissa Norris, I thought I saw. I think I saw her on.
I am.
Melissa, could you give Melissa let me give her the co-host. Melissa, can you post up? Can you share your screen and show us?
My pink earbuds, guys. I'm fancy.
You are fancy, like Applebee's.
What would you like to see, sir?
Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
Melissa, could you show everybody the raffle? Remember I told you all we're going to reward people? We're going to reward people that register early. And Dan Ebert's team registered the most people by the deadline, which was May 1st. It wasn't the deadline for registering. It was the deadline for getting the reward of the raffle. We're going to have a special event during Ascend. And during that event, we're going to take John and I and a handful of the top leaders in the company. And I'm not sure if it's a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'm not sure which yet. We're going to figure that out as we finalize the agenda for convention. But the 10 people we were going to pull out of all the people who pre-registered, we called it pre-registration before May, or early registration, and 10 people are pulled randomly. Melissa ran a program, and it pulled the 10 people randomly. 5 from Dan's team because they registered the most. That's the reward for having the most registered, and the other 5 randomly through the whole company. And what we have now is the results of that raffle. And Melissa,
I can't do the drum roll, so if y'all hear it in your heads, okay, the drum roll. So here we go. Let me share.
There you go. And there they are. There's the 10 raffle winners.
Nice.
With a little drum roll and a little music, but this was totally random. The company. So, congratulations to Christopher Kelly. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go.
I'm just put it on replay.
Good. Okay.
You can just pause it if you want to. Frank Aragon, Tim Delgado, William Nemo Jr., Dan Ebert himself. I think Dan bought a few extra tickets. That probably was like like the lottery. He got his name entered a few more times. Carla Gibson, Christian Cazeta, Reginald Cunningham, Hallie Funston, and Marcus Bynum. So if you know these people, or if they're on your team, please let them know that they are the raffle winners, and they're going to be invited. Though within the next 30 days, by the end of this month, we'll give them the invite, the special invite, the golden ticket from the Willy Wonka bar. They're going to get that, and they're going to get the special treatment when they get to convention. So congratulations there. Appreciate that very much. And then we're back. All right. Speaking of convention, I thought it would be appropriate to share with you all if you don't mind, I've got here, let me see if I can Yeah, here we go. I've got the leader bulletin. I want to actually share with you, or if we can, I'm trying to get this moved. Give me a second. I'm going to share the screen out. Hey, John, do you want to give any updates while I'm doing this real quick with maybe give everybody the updates on the cruise?
Yeah,
You should be receiving your name tags, and I want to let everybody go ahead, John.
no problem. Yeah, we're 2.5 weeks away. It's amazing. It's coming up this quickly, actually, if you think about it. That's nuts. But you can go ahead and check in. Those of you who have not checked in, make sure you go either log in on the website, royalcaribbean.com, and check in, or download the app and check in there. You want to check in so you can pick your boarding time. That way you can pick the time you want, because as those fill up, you might end up not having a choice. So they started boarding, I think, about 10 days ago. So hopefully you guys have done that. I know we got a couple notifications today. I'm carboned on the emails that Melissa gets, and she's our cruise coordinator. And those people have not checked in yet. So make sure you do that. You've already paid and everything, you just haven't checked in, which will help you and make it a lot smoother. The luggage tags were mailed out last Friday. You should be getting them either today or the next couple of days at your home. And it's going to be an amazing trip. If you have any questions, obviously, Melissa Norris is our cruise coordinator. And we're going to start. One thing we're definitely going to do on this cruise is we want to use our Facebook team page for communication, not just for us there while we're on the cruise, but also for the ones that didn't make it. We want to create a big FOMO campaign. So make sure you guys are on the Vantage team page. You go to Facebook, search Vantage team page. If you haven't already joined. There's some questions you got to answer, get in. But that's where, if we're on the boat and all of a sudden, let's say Dan Ebert says, hey, we're all going to meet over here at Coco Cay at this particular bar, come on over. You can post it there real quick. You can watch it. That way, if you're on Wi-Fi, you have your Facebook. It's a lot simpler. And so we're able to communicate on the actual ship as a team through that page, but also all the ones that are on that page that are not on the cruise will see all these things happening, and they'll just be like totally missing out. Like they'll realize, oh man, I wish I was there right now. Look what they're doing. Well, you can post your Facebook lives, all sorts of stuff. So we'll have a lot of fun with that app. So make sure you guys are on the Facebook team page. Make sure you're checked in, and get ready, because it is time to go. And I hopefully everyone's got their plans to get on in there. If you have any questions, again, you can send them Melissa's way. She's now our cruise expert, and she's doing an amazing job. So that's a bit of the cruise. So there are still cabins available, believe it or not. They're, I think, most of the inside ones. There's no more triple occupancy available, only double occupancy. So it's the smaller cabins, but you can still get in there and be part of this life-changing event.
John, thank you. I appreciate it. We had people register as recent as yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're still jumping on the cruise. Why? Because, number one, cruises are fun. I don't think I need to tell you all that on this call. It's a great time. It's one of the best cruise ships in the world, from one of the best cruise lines in the world. But more importantly than that, it's who you're spending the time with. You're getting a chance. I think I told you that many companies you qualify once you're big enough and you're in the top 10%, maybe 5% of the company. You get to go on trips. You win trips and you get to go on them. And everyone, even if they want to be on them, if they pay their own way just to be around the leaders, they can't. It's closed. They're closed trips. And one of the things I think is very cool that we're doing here is we're letting anybody go that wants to go. And just be around the Eagles and fly with the Eagles. And then if you want us to pay for it and make it completely free, well, then you win the contests and it's completely paid for. But what I found was people who didn't win trips in the past at these other companies, they take vacations with their own family and go somewhere else, but they miss out on that element of also being on this life journey with people that have common goals with them, that have similar values, that want to build a life together. So they take their families and go off on a different direction because they didn't qualify. And what a shame. If they're going to take a vacation anyway, let's all vacation together. See as much of each other as we want. And when we don't want to, you just go to another corner of the city, because the ship is the size of a city. And do you know what the occupancy is on this whole thing, John? How many rooms? How many people? It's ridiculous. It's a floating city.
Let me look. It's the newest cruise ship in Royal Caribbean's line, but it also is the second biggest, I think, in the world, or third biggest. Let me look here real quick.
It's Well, look it up if you get a chance. Everyone, just Google Utopia of the Seas, right? But anyway, you're all invited still, and you could still make it. The dates, if you don't know, it's in a couple weeks, 2.5 weeks from now, the 26th through the 30th, and
Jeff, it's 5,668 people.
5,000. Do you understand? So it's a floating city.
It's a recruiting heaven. They're all trapped.
It is a recruiting haven. I do want to tell you that that it is that too. So
we can get 10% minimum. Let's go.
That's it. All right. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Do you guys can you see my screen? Just tell me if you can see it. Give me a thumbs up if everyone can see it. Can you see it? All right. This is the last time before convention I'm going to show you the numbers, because this is what it's coming down to. Most of you can do your deductive reasoning and math, but you got till the end of this month to secure your positions at convention, your recognition at convention. And a lot of times, not always, but the speaking times, the people that speak the most and are up on stage are the ones that perform the best. Not always. Sometimes people we think have something real important to say, and we put them in the agenda. But I will tell you, this is the final countdown. You've got a few weeks left, whatever, 23 days left to make it happen. And I'm going to show you these things for all to see. Can you see this? Let me just share with this. Here you go. This is personal production. This is from last year, June, till today. In the personal production category and personal recruiting category, I just want you to take a good look here. We've got and we're going to recognize, I believe, the top 25 spots for personal. So the top 25 people in personal are going to get, and right now, Robbie Hazel, congratulations. I know you're on the call. You're at 68,293. I don't know who 26 is, but I promise you they're coming for you. So if you want to just take a break, pump the brakes a little bit, put it in neutral, someone may steal your spot. Elizabeth Savage, same for you. 71,721. I'm sure Robbie Hazel he wants to be recognized, but not last. He wants to be recognized above that. Amy is literally, look at that. It's 61 points difference. Just so you guys know, David Garcia, Patricia, Melvin, Liz, you're here in the top 20. Congratulations. You don't want to fall below the top 20, but you might want to get in the top 15, and you're not far away. Another 5,000 points, and you're pushing on the top 15. Rebecca, Nakisha, Janine is right there at 82,000. And Janine, I know you love Enma, but 2,000 more points, you could break into the top 15. Susana Fuentes, look at that. 100 points ahead of Enma. So 100 points. So if you understand, that's $10 a month into something. Maria, look at Maria's right there at 87. Ray Rojas, I see up there, 103 right now on the computer. And Lisa, obviously a more powerful Filipino. She's at 106. I'm kidding. But, it's funny. Who's going to be like, wow, I heard we had a great Filipino leader. Who was that person? And it's going to be Lisa or Ray. We don't know yet. You got a few weeks to see who can squeeze that one out. Caesar, 112. Congratulations. That's where it is right now to break into the top 10. And Elisa and Ray, you're only one sale away from the top 10. So, and then Trey's at 125. Congratulations. Christian, 126. There's only 1,000 points away. 1,000 points. That's it. Then there's a little.
I'm gonna get you.
I hope you guys get each other. I hope you do, in a good way, by the way. I want everyone to win. I just always wanted to win 1 second ahead. That's all, like the Kentucky Derby. I just want to stick my nose out and win by that little photo finish. I don't care. Let's see. Dan Ebert is where the top 5 starts. So 153 to 181. Armand McCarroll 211. That's pretty close. Those are all close. And Dave Henning 220, 9,000 points away. Armand and Dan, and then it jumps quite a bit. Mika's 309 and Trisha crushing it at 782. Recruiting. This is the thing. Ties are still a number, so it's not going to go. If there's a tie, that counts as 2 positions. So we're going to go down to the top 25 spots. So if there's a many tie here, we're going to go up to here. So look, if you look at Jaden, Easton, and Kim, 11. Well, one more recruit, is put you where Mika's at, 21. But that's not safe, by the way. If one recruit knocks you out, that's the difference between being recognized or not. And look at all the ties. Brian and Andrea, 13. Enma, Bentley, and Patricia all at 14. And Lisa and Armand and Patricia, again, all tied at 15. Robbie Hazel, 16. Marcus Bynum, tied with Ray at 17. So who's going to be the tiebreaker? Someone's got to break the tie. Randall and Ruben, 1 away from each other. Matt and Ruben, 2. Matt and Christian, 1. Christian and David are tied. This is crazy that after 12 months of working every day, and I know you guys have been working for a year on this thing, to have one recruit be the differential, it's pretty fun. LJ, 27. Dan, 31. Everyone's still reachable there, and then we jump to the big dogs. It's crazy. Trisha, 128, and Tony, 148. Can you imagine? Personals. And so, we'll see what the next 3 weeks looks like, but that's pretty dang interesting right there. Core team. Now, everyone started building their core teams just a couple months ago. So the numbers aren't totally different, but there is a little bit of a shift in rankings. I do want you to see this. On the core team, if you look here, we're going to probably recognize, I believe it's the top 20 core team. So Robbie Hazel, here you are again, man. You got the last position locked down. It's not locked though. Someone's coming for you, Robbie. Don't rest on your laurels. And then we got Ramon 2000 and Lisa 107, LJ 111, Caesar 112, Enma, Marla, all the way up to Brian, our youngest ring earner right here in 12th position. Trey and Ray, look at that, 146 and 148. Their whole core team, 2,000 points apart to see who gets in the top 10. Pao Tao, 153. Christian Cazeta, 173. Janine, Dan Ebert. Just so you know, Armand's got you there by a chunk to get into the top 5. And then 20,000 points. This is your whole base shop. It's your whole core team, everybody. Maria's at 296, only 20,000 points ahead, Armand. Mika, 326. And then there's a jump. Dave Henning, just about 500,000, and Trisha Vaughn, 875. Then you go to recruiting, same as last time. Everyone's 1 or 2 away in their whole entire core team. Randall Catron, there he is, man. He's a dangerous guy in this business. When he's part-time, but when he focuses, I mean, he can pull a trigger and be up to top 10 just like that. And I think he's going for it this month. Are you going for it, Randall? I got this feeling that you're sneaking up on people.
Absolutely. Trust me, I'm definitely working for it.
I know you are, man. You're nonstop too, man. You're a pounder. I really like that. You grind in this business. Look at Brian and Ruben, tied. Ray and Marcus, 24. Robbie's there, 13. Congratulations, Robbie. You're really showing up on all the leader bulletins, man. That's serious. I like seeing that. Really making your name known here. Christian Cazeta, he's a household name in this thing, but he's in every conversation. Him and Andrea, 30 and 31. Armand, 34. Janine, 35. And here you go. Patricia, 36. Corey, 44. Nice jump and good seeing his name up there. Him and Trey, 2 apart. Congratulations, Trey. You're right. You are 3 recruits in your core team behind Ebert. and you office next to each other, so you can listen in with a glass on the wall to see who's knocking down core team recruits here in the next 3 weeks. Dave Henning, there's a huge jump. Dave's at 83, LJ 94. I think those two are going to duke it out here to see in the core team. And then Tony Gaskins and Trisha. Tony was number one on the last chart, and Trisha's number one here, 3 apart to see who the real giant is in the recruiting game. Then we get down the front line. These are building frontline leaders. We are going to recognize the top, I think we're going to do 10 or 15. I'm showing you these. We're not sure exactly what level we're going to. Let me just tell all of you, hustle as much as you can. I think you're going to find out, no matter what the case is, you're going to wish you pushed a little more. By the time, buy the internet package on the cruise if you're going on the cruise, so you can go wide and build your team while you're on the cruise ship. You'll be hanging out poolside with a drink in hand, pina colada, and you'll be coding people, getting them in and making sure you secure your positions. This is what I was looking for. I'm looking for 15 front line. I think we're going to do the top 10. We show the 15 here, but I think we're going to do 25. Here's what we're going to do, just so you all know. I think we're doing top 25 personal, top 15 core team. So those of you that were 15 to 20, better step it up. We're going to do the top 10 front lines and the top 5 entire teams. Now, we're going to drill way further down in future conventions, but being this is our second year, we're not even going to be 2 years old officially since the relaunch next month. We're less than 2 years old. I think that's enough categories. So if you're watching this right now, you're in this category, we're going to recognize the top 10. So if you're Brian Naranjo at 251, man, you better get up into the top 10. You understand? So Brian, Janine, Ray, Andrea, and Rebecca, I'm putting you on notice. Hustle it up, squeeze, try to get there. Maybe we'll have a booby prize or a consolation prize for the people that almost got there. Maybe we'll come up with something for you. We'll give you a keychain, the car, the set of steak knives, and number 3, you're fired. Just kidding. If you saw Glenn Ross in the past, those were the prizes. Number 1, new car. Number 2, set of steak knives. Number 3, you're fired. That's not the case here. We can't fire you. You're an independent contractor, but you're going to want to be in this top 10. Pao Tao, 293. Trey, 320. Mika, 326. Maria, 341. Armand, 450. Dan, 530. Henning, 686. Christian, 835. Trisha, 1.287. LJ, 1.321. There you go. Here, Corey's number 15, but he's only a few away. You can jump up with 9 more or 12 more, Corey, and be in the top 10. Brian, 45. Ruben, 47. Powell, 48. You guys, wow, 49 already. Lions Vantage. So I got to say something, you guys, but I'm not going to tell you yet who. There's somebody new that joined our company this week. A pretty big hitter from a different company, and they're showing up. And I'm sorry, Trisha, I know Lions is your team name. The Lions is this person's team name. There's this, who doesn't love a lion, right? But anyway, this person's been in the business now for 48 hours. And in this front line, he's already got 49 people coded. He bought 150 tickets for convention. Just so everyone knows, there's 150 less tickets now, which means there's only a couple hundred left. For those of you that are snoozing, a big chunk of the convention just got bought up. That is 25% basically of the convention has been bought out in one swipe. I told you guys, I don't. Dan's giving you enough warning shots, but there you go. Maria's 56, Armand 63, Trey 96, Christian 135, Danny Boy 147, Mr. Gaskins. I have to call him Mr. Gaskins because this is really his second month in business, and he's already in the top 5. He's in the conversation for top of the front line with 154. Andrea 162. Trisha 200, LJ 338, Dave Henning 348. Congratulations, Dave Henning. And then we get into the top 10 teams of the company right now, and it's a showdown. Mika's in the top 10. Congratulations, 326. Maria 341. Armand 451. Trey 506. Dan Ebert 562. Now, if you're Dan, you're like, man, how do I get in the top five? Especially if they're only going to recognize the top five. He's not competitive though, so that's the good thing. You don't have to worry about that. Dave Henning is in the top five at 733. Christian, 1,023. Trisha, 1,287. Andrea, 1,382. And LJ, 2,615. And remember, the half rule applies here. So you can get half of all your credit for recognition from any one leg. You could just recruit a superstar and it'll launch you halfway to the moon. It will not land you on the moon, but it'll launch you halfway to the moon. All you got to do is get some of the other legs and other things built. You're going to get 100% of your money, but you get half the credit for recognition off of a big superstar in your team. So congratulations there in the recruiting category. Armand is at 67. This new mystery person is at 102. Trey Turner, he's in the top 10 in 2 days. I can't say this enough. I'm going to say it enough in a minute. But anyway, Trey Turner's 129. Tony Gaskins, Tony came into the company a month ago, everybody, and he's in the top 10. You understand?
Just to be clear, the mystery person is 48 hours, you said?
48 hours.
102? Okay.
Yeah, 102 in 48 hours, and they haven't even gotten started. I mean, this is...
They got 49 people, right?
What's
49 recruits, right?
We got 102 total team, 49 through first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's just getting started. I mean, so, and because LJ, you've done this too. So you've attracted some really big players that are anonymous, or you have to stay anonymous right now. But I will tell you this. And I don't, no offense to anybody here, there are giants that are going to move their entire companies to Vantage. There just are. And as they do, here's the good news. You're going to be the benefactors. You guys all are owners. You don't get this. I know, how could you get this being new? Everything's new. 20% of the company is field owned. You understand? You guys got like 5 years. I guarantee it's at least 5. We're already dancing with suitors, people that would love to buy us, and we aren't doing it. Just we're going to grow. If you're going to do a multiple of a company before you let them invest and cash everybody up, well, you want the number that starts before the multiple times 12 times 15. You want times 18 even sometimes. You want that starting number to be huge. Well, we aren't going to, we'd rather have a flock of chickens instead of one egg. So you don't sell the egg. But we got 5 years for you to become a NMD. That's what you got to be, qualified NMD. And you get to share in 20% of the whole company. So you got 5 years to become a qualified NMD. Some of you are already there. But super easy. But what is that? Why does that matter? Any giant that comes in the company increases your value. You understand? All of a sudden your stock value goes through the roof. I don't want to get you distracted with that. It's my job to make sure this thing is worth a ton. It's your job to keep bringing the people in, making a ton of cash, and securing your ownership position. If you all don't become wealthy from this, I want to make sure it's not my fault. I want to make sure it's you just didn't have the drive, you didn't want to work, you were touch and go in and out. Distracted maybe, I don't know, but I don't want it to be my fault. I want this thing to be a multi-billion-dollar company. A lot of these things have sold for hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, but I don't think they have the leadership team we're building here and the expertise and experience. A lot of them were started, almost all of them were started with people with a lot less experience and a lot less resources than I have. And so I do believe 100% that we will be first the best, and then the biggest in the space. And so you want big people to come here. It might bruise your ego a little bit. Compete with them. Don't be threatened by anyone. No one's an icon yet in this business. It's just darn early. So anyway, top 5: Christian Cazeta, Dan Ebert. Look at that, Dan, Christian, 6 apart. Christian, are you on the call? I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, sir, I am.
You guys are tied for 5. I promise you, I'm gonna, instead of giving 2 awards, I'm giving 0, unless you guys break this tie here. I don't know why it's a tie. Dan's ahead by 6. So I think whoever did this is messing with our head a little bit on the leader bulletin. It's my new guy, James. No offense, James. There can only be one. If you never saw this show, Highlander, you gotta bump that down. So Christian 6, Dan's 5 by 6 people. Dan and Trisha. Dan, it's so nice that you let her have one more than you and be in the top 4 and not in contention for 5. That's nice. Andrea 354, David 372, LJ Bart 567. And there you have it. I don't know what, let me see what other categories we got here. Oh, front line, entire team. Oh, this little thing called cash flow. Who's making the most money in this deal? So let's just go. Here's the top 25 right now. Elizabeth Savage, Liz Todorovich, Nikisha Muldrow, Dwangdalad Modek, Enma, Rebecca Lim, Richard Sanders, David Garcia, Caesar, Janine Betancourt, congratulations, and Lisa, Mana Lily, top 15, Maria Munoz, Ray, 13, Brian Naranjo, 12, Andrea, 11, Pao Tao, 10, Trey Turner, 9, top 10. Oh, Jason's not with us anymore. We have to have this checked off by somebody. Armand, 7. Everyone else is one more layer higher. Armand McCarroll, Dan Ebert, number 6. Mika, number 5. Christian, number 4. Dave Henning, number 3. LJ, number 2. And Trisha, number 1. The lioness of the company right there. So I'm going to stop there. Does that fire anybody up? When you see that, do you get motivated? Do you get scared?
100%, man.
Is it sad? Is it pathetic? Are you encouraged? I don't know what it is.
All above.
Armand, you've been pretty quiet over there. You haven't said anything, but your name's all over that thing, all over the place.
Man, it's exciting. That's all I can say.
Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool to be at the early stage of this? I mean, you're in contention for the top 10 in every category. That's so cool. You guys, the deck has been shuffled, and there's all kinds of new leaders, and nobody is out of reach. There's so many companies. I mean, imagine you join today, say one of the other companies that have been around 40 years, or 50 years even. How do you how do you get your name known in a company that's 40 or 50 years old? You're competing against people that have a 40-year head start, a 30-year head start. Here, people at most have an 18-month head start. That's it. This October is going to be 2 years. So do you understand? Like, nobody's out of reach. If you ever wanted to be just the champion of something and the head of something, guess what? Now's the time to do it. If you're treating this like you've ever treated anything else you've done before in your life, you might be missing out on an opportunity of a lifetime. And I can't say it enough, but I'm going to keep reiterating it over and over again. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and it requires and it demands of us our best effort. You understand? You don't want to come here and do what you ever did anywhere else before. If you're normally operating at a 2 of 10, you need to pick it up. get to a 5, 6, 7. If you're normally a 5, 6, 7 person, make it an 8, 9, 10. If you're normally a 10 person, hey, just 10 plus. Just push that envelope even further and harder than you ever have before. Make sure that this is your best effort that you've ever put in somewhere. I do want to let you know on the recognition. Last time you saw John, I'm sure it's in your office, but you want to show the folks one more time?
Sure.
Rocket, the Rocket. You might have to make John a co-host if you would, Dan. But they can't all fit, period. But you don't, it's like anything. It might be the 80-20 rule, it might be the 70-30, but it still comes down to, this is a leadership event. It's for people that are leaders and people that want to become leaders. That's who it's for. If someone's a follower or this is their side hustle, they're trying it out, hey, we'd love 4 hours, bought a flight, flew a long way, and was here.
And Jeff, just want to interject. It made a big difference. I remember seeing of you and John, and you guys said, "Oh yeah, I forgot what day it was." I know I met you guys on February 14th. The event was the following week, right?
I think so. It was like a week away. It was our
me
little
and
first
Jared.
event. It was our little appropriately named Ignite, right? It's like you're lighting the dynamite. It's just a little. It was just the beginning.
Yeah, we were there, and John, and you made a comment. I was like, man, this is out of my schedule. I don't even know. I'm like, man, we going to. I was like, you know what? Let me just. Angie couldn't make it, and I know it would have been a big difference if she. It's funny. Even though she's all in, it would have made a big difference for her too. Because it's good to have the other person there. But we went there. It was me and a couple guys. Trisha was there, so that event really. That event. If I wasn't there, I can't tell you. My mind would have been different. But being there made a big difference. Meeting Trey and some other people there, the other leaders, and you and John made a big difference.
Look, thank you, LJ. I mean, that's you guys. It's always a big event that locks people in, that lets them see the big vision, that gets the commitment level deeper, right? It's not, all it does is take the business from people's head to their heart and it locks them in. And here's what I love. There's nobody, I don't care if they're a 8-figure earner somewhere else, I would put them in front of all of you any day of the week. This leadership team, the quality of the leadership team on this call right now is as good as any other company. And I think the integrity, the values, the transparency of this group is, I hate to say it, this industry is a little sketchy from time to time. And it doesn't mean everyone in it is. It doesn't mean every company is. I'm not doing that at all. I'm just saying that not all companies are transparent. Not all companies have leaders that have just moral values, the things that matter to us. And all of you on this call, I put anyone in front of a 7 and 8-figure earner from any other company. If someone came in and they were an executive from Merrill Lynch, I'd put them in front of you. I think you're impressive also. And you can't lose bringing people into our sphere of influence. And to be, how many weeks away are we, John? 6 weeks?
No, 7 weeks. I think today actually is 7 weeks today. And yeah, cruise is 2.5 weeks. So yeah, it's all coming up quick.
Yeah. So look, pick up an extra ticket or two at least. I mean, I would do that right now so that just in case you find that superstar, you're personally, like you find that superstar in the next 6 weeks, you can get at least them there. Imagine if LJ couldn't come to that event, Ignite. It was sold out. Sorry. Nice to meet you, LJ. We would be risking losing last year's MVP of the whole company We don't know if he's going to make it this year or not. We're still, the jury's still out. But last year's MVP of the whole company wouldn't have maybe not been in our company, all because they couldn't go to convention. And so I just don't risk it. It's just a business. It's a business mindset. So you don't even know who you're going to recruit in the next 6 weeks. I had no idea this person was coming. When I found out that he wanted to get on the call with me, I'm like, wow, really? Okay. And I didn't know if he was going to come in and try to compete or be combative and tell me, whatever. But he didn't. He called, asked some questions, and said, "Look, I think the time is right." And
Hey, Jeff, tell him his goal to get to $500,000 and quickly wants to do it.
Oh, like 90 days or less, without a doubt. No, he's a player. Look, everyone, there's talking it and there's doing it, and he's going to do it. Look, there's some of these people, even some of the people LJ brought on recently, and some of the people that Hennings brought on recently. You're going to see these numbers go bananas. They're already starting. Like, people are getting shocked. They log on to the leader bulletin and it all is messed up. Who is that? Where did they come from? And it's just it doesn't matter. Everyone's got big players or big sales. I wish I could tell you the secret. Like, I was joking a little bit on the call, like, hey, you're only 1,000 points away. I know for a fact that so-and-so has $3 million worth of annuities in the hopper ready to squeeze out. I know so-and-so just did a Kaizen for 200,000 a year. And the minute it issues, it's going to be like, it's going to, and people are going to be like, what happened? And remember, there's three kinds of people in this world, right? Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who say, what just happened? You don't want to be the latter. You want to be the one making it happen. I would say the last person. I look, even I'm looking at the screen here of all of you, just bouncing around. Liz is about to hit her ring. Deanna just recruited 2 agencies, each with thousands of clients, and she's just arranging someone to run through the book of business to move them all or get them all as clients over here. Like, I was on with Mike yesterday, and Mike's fired up right now. Some things happened, and he's ready to double and double again. Ruben's never recruited as many in his life as he's recruited right now. The quality and caliber of people. The Hennings were in town last week. We got 2 or 3 new NFL players on their team, and a rock star, a former pop star, is part of their organization and wants to take someone from their team on tour, on a concert tour with them, just to promote getting insurance early, and it's just crazy things are going on right now. I can't even tell you. It's John and I, we giggle like a couple kids from time to time. We sit down and we're like, can you believe like how fast it's getting big and how much is going on right now? And so keep doing what you do. I mean, every so often, and we got to be thankful for Trisha for leading the way. She expanded everyone's vision with how fast and how big she got in this business in that first year. We'll never, no matter what happens, ever, you'll always remember who paved the way. I call it, the trailblazer. They blazed the trail for everyone else to run down. So, Trisha, congratulations and thank you, and LJ and Andrea for just helping that happen. It's pretty incredible. But there's people on this call that are new, and they haven't gotten started yet. So it's just great. It's so fun. It's fun this time. If this is your first time, it's this. You're fortunate to be part of something that people have been around a long time have been waiting for. You just happen to. All you missed was the growing pains. Some people feel like they're late to the game. I just heard about this type of business, but I'm telling you, I've been in the industry 30 years, and all you've missed is the growing pains and figuring out all the stuff. It's been figured out, and now it's time to just scale and grow. So, thanks for being here at the beginning. Are there any questions before we get off this call today and move on with massively squeezing out the next few weeks of the month? I'm not, by the way, I'm not going over the numbers next Thursday. I'm not going over the numbers the following Thursday. No more going. The only numbers I'm going to go over is there's 3 tickets left for the convention. Who wants them? Like the registration's the only number I'm going over. You got to like put your head down, like you're swimming, or if you're running a race, keep your head down all the way to the finish line. I don't know if you watched the Kentucky Derby, but millions and millions of people did, and it was pretty interesting. All the horses that started in the lead didn't end in the lead. I mean, there's a whole thing. It's whoever kept running and finished strong. Whoever finishes strong tends to win the race, and that's in everything in life. How you start's cool, and how you finish is cooler. And the middle is the middle. So we're not at the middle anymore. We're at the final turn of any race here, and it's fun. It's just for recognition at this convention, but I will tell you, it's still a good time, and it's going to be fun. We'll bring up the number 2 person to hand the number 1 person their award. We'll do some cool stuff like that. Any questions before we end the call? All right. We love and appreciate you all. Go get them, everybody. Please go make it happen. Let's crush it. Take care. God bless.
Take care.
Have a great
Thanks,
week.
Jeff. See you
All
later.
right.
Thank you.